I got a view as well. I scored this for free from a local antique shop. The same old place I bought all my valve radios from over the years and fixed record players from. And it's a good place, my favourite place. Just always good stuff there from deceased estates, so they get some good stuff. But today the shop closed for good. It's out of business now. They were giving the rest of the stuff and no one else wanted. They were giving it all away. And they were going to throw this fridge out, so I grabbed it. An old Frigidaire, which is obviously a General Motors product. Not anymore, not nowadays. Today's date, it's actually a Electrosux brand. Deluxe model. They were going to put it for auction, but they just decided not to worry about it because they needed to know what I wanted it. I did see this fridge for quite some time and never sold. But it's an I've got it plugged into a ballast just in case there's someone arriving, or if there's a chewed wire or brittle wire. I do that for safety for things like this. That way it doesn't burn anything or blow the relay up in particular, if the compressor's seized or something. That's just a precaution to use or something like that. First time I've powered it up. That's a schematic, pretty easy to understand. The writing here has been faded unfortunately. But I'm pretty sure it's a mid to late 60s, this one. I know the round tops are from the 50s. This will be a 60s. And this is obviously, if you've watched Ed's Aussie 50s videos, he did have one of these, a fridge similar to this. Had a compressor just like that, and it was actually, his was British made, and it was a rotary compressor. It looked just like that. I'm pretty sure this is the same thing. This is made in Australia by Frigidaire. It's a meter miser. It's yeah, that's a rotary compressor, that one. Back in the old James M. Kirby days, the actual component motor was secured to the shell. No suspension, so you had a spring there and a spring there. So it's that old. Yeah, it's made in Australia, Frigidaire division, General Motors Holdens Limited. Patent number there is a 1/8 horsepower, 230 volts, 50 cycles, 1 amp. Yeah, it pulls 1 amp, that compressor. Not when it's running, but it pulls 1 amp just to start. That's the maximum it pulled when it started. I'm going to clean it all up and I'm going to put some new bushings or springs there because they're gone. They would have fallen out when this fridge was moved originally. And those little springs or mounts that were there have fallen out a long time ago. Just sort of dust it all off and clean it now. But this thing isn't even putting any heat at all. Nah. There's not even the faintest glow. So this thing does not pull that much power at all when it's running. Yeah, it doesn't even register how much current that's pulling. Now the BOZ's not spinning all that fast. It is filling up, but it's not spinning that fast. But it's pretty damn good condition. The only major fault is the top of the seals crumbled away. They do go hard over time, but if I can find a place that gives me a new door seal so these old fridges, I'm in luck. Well, that's getting cold. And yes, this is an R12 fridge. Nice R12 unit. Original shelving, this one is slid out, it slides out. It's kind of cool. I'm going to fix all that up. I'm messing the shelves, I'm messing the other one of these doors that goes up here. That's gone. Even the original bulb. Look at that, the original bulb works. It's got the latching thing there, because these older fridges didn't have magnets like the newer fridges do. This thing is bloody heavy. But all around, the seal is in good nick, except for that top corner. Other than that, the seal works. But what I could actually do is measure up a new seal for it and just get a scrap fridge that has a door that's the same size as that, and just get a modern seal and I cut it down to fit if I really wanted to. There was this one. There was an old Kelvinator wooden box fridge. An old I'll show you that compressor I got. That compressor I got here that had the 3-phase motor. Well, I had that one of those. They were going to throw it out, but it's just too far gone. I had a wooden, got your 2 doors, and that was a late 40s one, but it was in pretty rough shape. It was too far gone. I would have had to take the shell off it and make a new wooden frame because it had been termite damage sometime in the past. But it had that motor drive in it. I've got it somewhere here. I can't remember where I put it. But yeah, it's that old compressor belonged to that particular fridge. But yeah, they just had that fridge shell, but there was no shelving. Had the evaporator in there and the valves were intact, but everything else was gone. Long gone. So anyway, but that fridge is just too far gone. I just didn't grab it. Just too gone. Yeah, little one approves. Little one approves. This will last me and a little one, I think. It's got a little bit of a, not a major scratch, it's a bit of a dent here. That's about it. There's like a thing you put on here, and it clears it, so this clears the wall. It's a good idea. But it's getting cold, which is a good old fridge. I'm going to clean it up, put some new mats in that compressor, and although I probably run this thing off the grid if my batteries will hold up overnight. But I'll make the seal of what I'll do, I should fill under here actually. After a bit of time, I'll fill under here. If it don't feel any cold under here, that means that seal was holding that cold in, which means it's going to work pretty much like it was new. It won't be running the compressor all the time, so to speak. If it doesn't leak any cold air out, that's dead air, then I've got to run this thing off the grid. And it'll be pretty efficient that way. But I'm going to probably change it, maybe change the cord. That's an old El Marte plug. I think there's a loose connection in there because I've wiggled it and it had trouble starting and it just connected momentarily. But it did light up for a second, it started slowly and it started, so I can run that through it as a ballast to start it. I was worried it needed a bit more of a kick to start it because it hasn't been used in a long time. But anyway, it's a pretty good score, I'm happy with that. A nice project. Thanks for watching.